Welcome to the Bible Forum, to the Wild West of journalism. A Christian televangelist is raising eyebrows, claiming that the push to impeach President Donald Trump is nothing less than a Jew coup, saying America could be in a civil war by the time we get to Christmas. I'm saying all this the first week in December 2019. Christmas is only 4 weeks away. Rick Wiles, who is host of something called True News, TRU News, reportedly titled his Friday night broadcast, quote, Jew Coup, Seditious Jews Orchestrating Trump Impeachment Lynching. Of course, it was removed by YouTube because it violated YouTube's policy on hate speech. The wily response, that's the way the Jews work, he said. They're deceivers, they plot, they lie, they do whatever they have to do to accomplish their political agenda. There's a name for statements like that. I can't think what they are. They're not nice. He goes on to say this impeach Trump movement is a Jew coup, and the American people better wake up to it really fast, because this thing is moving now towards a vote in the House and then the trial in the Senate. We could have a trial before Christmas. No, we won't. The Senate's not about to do this. He says this country could be in a civil war at Christmas time. Members of the U.S. military are going to have to take a stand, just like they did in the 1960s with the Civil War. They're going to have to decide, are you fighting for the North or for the South? Members of the government are going to have to take sides. Instead of North-South, it's going to be left-right. People are going to be forced, possibly by this Christmas, to take a stand because this Jew coup in the United States. We have only weeks to stop this thing. That's why I'm speaking out. That's why I'm putting everything on the line, saying this is a coup led by Jews to overthrow the constitutionally elected president of the United States. And it's beyond removing Donald Trump. It's removing you and me. That's what's at the heart of all this. You have been taken over by a Jewish cabal, the Bolshevik Revolution. And I want to tell you, the Church of Jesus Christ, you're next. Get it through your head. They're coming for you. There will be a purge. That's the next thing that happens when Jews take over a country, you know. They kill millions of Christians. That's what they've always done, right? I got a question for this guy. When do you remember Jews taking over any country? Maybe during the Old Testament. But they were doing what God told them to do. They were doing what God said to the land that God said he gave them, that somebody else was living on. Go run them off. That's what happened. No? Not some crazy-eyed prophet no one ever heard of, but God told them that. Think Moses, Joshua, the judges, the prophets, all working from a divinely inspired text. You got it in your hand. Read it. But here's the statement that undermines the entire thing. It says, quote, ironically, President Trump's daughter Ivanka is of the Jewish faith, and is actually the first Jewish member of a first family, having converted before marrying her Jewish husband, Jared Kushner, who was also a senior advisor to the president. Did you hear it? Catch it? He called it a Jewish faith. The idea here, the Jews have a faith, just like Christians, Muslims, Jehovah's Witnesses, and so forth. It's not true. Jews don't have a faith. They have law. The faith they have revolves around the God who gave them the law and the prophets, often face to face, documented, transcribed, handed down through families and priests. Current documents, which are identical to those discovered to be thousands of years old, reinforced by Jesus just a mere 2,000 years ago, tested, proven true by the apostles and church fathers 1,500 years ago, reinforced by the reformers a mere 500 years ago, demonstrated to be true, accurate, and reliable by countless people over thousands of years, unchanging, dynamic, transformable. This is what happens when people who know just a little bit of something get a pulpit, get an opportunity to speak. They show their ignorance in a lot of different ways.